Hello, I'm Karen Klassen, and today I want you to reclaim your personal power. And what does that look like in regards to reclaiming your personal power? Well, I want to show you how reality works. We do not have to make life complicated. We can simplify it so that there is a deeper understanding within you that allows you to go from where you are to where you want to be. And the simplest way to do that would be to show you this incredible chart. I'm actually going to have you draw the chart out, but I'm going to show you that once you get how reality works and how the process of emotion works within everything you do, then you'll begin to harness those forces inside of you. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to first take a foolscap piece of paper, and I'm going to want you to draw a line, a vertical line on the side, and then a horizontal line right in the middle of the page, okay? We're going to call this chart the Freedom Frequency Chart. I wrote a book many years ago called Living in the Freedom Frequency, and it was how to really raise your vibration to live above the line. So I'm going to show you how you can live above the line. Now, in understanding reality, we all know, right, that we live in an energy vibrational universe, and this means that we have a polarity that we experience. So within the polarity, we have two main emotions, right? One is fear and one is love. I refer to love as freedom because a lot of people have issues wrapped around love. So let's refer to it as living in freedom, okay? So we've got fear, love, or fear and freedom. And this chart is a really powerful way for you to understand that when you are below the line, that things are not going to work out the way you intended. But when you're living above the line, magic happens. Miracles happen. You are the miracle. And I want to show you what I mean when I say that. Okay? So now you've got your line on your horizontal line and your vertical line about an inch or so from the left margin. Now in this here bottom piece, I want you now to write out words that really don't make you feel good. So negative emotions or perceived negative emotions and negative qualities in life, such as stress. Stress would be maybe the first word here that you might want to write down. Okay, so you're going to write out all the words that you experience maybe on an everyday basis, maybe during the week or a month, maybe the past 6 months, the past couple of years, maybe your whole entire life. Without making these words right, wrong, good, or bad, you just want to really get clear on what you personally are experiencing. Now this here whole practice is about you, it's not about anybody else. So for example, words that you might have that are below the line that you experience might be sadness. Maybe there's some anger you're experiencing. When you look at what's happening around the world, right? We can look at the war. We can look at conflict. There is hate out there in the world, right? So whatever you're experiencing in your life right now is what I want you to write down. Maybe you're feeling misunderstood. Maybe you've got some guilt going on, some shame, blame. Maybe in your relationship you're feeling neglected, betrayed, manipulated. And you can pause the video if you want and just, write out all the words that you know of. Because I want you to just really fill the bottom of this section. This is about you getting real and being honest. So in regards to even, illness, maybe there's some disease within your body. It's about you just, naming it and writing it out on that piece of paper. Maybe you're feeling depressed. Maybe you're feeling fear, right? Disappointment, Maybe you're feeling some lack. Maybe you just lost your job. You're feeling lack. Whatever is coming up for you, I want you to write it down below the line, okay? So now what I want you to do is I want you to write words above the line that make you feel really, really good, such as love, right? So you're going to write words that are, positive emotions, positive qualities in life. So you want to write out words such as health, whatever you want more of in your life. More joy, prosperity. You can write out respect. What do you want more of in your relationships? Maybe you want to be acknowledged, appreciated, understood. Maybe you want more laughter in your life, more fun, joy, connection with others. Maybe in business, maybe you want to feel more of a sense of purpose, more passionate about what you do. Maybe more ease and grace, peace of mind. Just take a moment here and just really allow yourself to just become aware of what you really want to experience more of in your life. The thing is that if someone wants something, maybe that person wants a new car, a new house, it's really never about the thing they want, it's what that thing is going to make them feel. So if you can get crystal clear on how you want to feel right now, it's a really, really powerful way to move forward, to become unstuck in your life, okay? So now what I want you to do is I want you now we're going to label below the line and above the line. So labeling is just allowing you to create a simplified chart just so that you become aware of the energies that move through your body, okay? So now we're just going to label this part here the fear zone, okay? The fear zone, because everything that is below the line, all of these words, they actually resonate and vibrate in the frequency of fear. I know, who knew, right? Okay, so everything, so all perceived negative emotions, I'm saying perceived because there's a gift in everything. So all of these words here, underneath stress, underneath anxiety, underneath overwhelm, for example, is a fear. The fear of being misunderstood, the fear of not knowing what to do, the fear of being rejected, the fear of being alone. Okay, so and then there's a huge list of fears we can go on, right? But everything here resonates in the fear zone. We're also going to label this as this is where the ego resides. This is where your darkness, your inner demons, okay? So whatever feels right for you, you're just becoming aware of this reality right here, okay? Now above the line is the love zone or the freedom frequency or freedom zone. And this is also where your soul resides. This is where the truth of who you are resides, okay? So this is where you can call your light. So this is the light and dark. Remember, we're just talking about polarity here, okay? So we're talking about the negative and positive, hot and cold, right? We live in a world of polarity. And within the world of polarity, we're going to have fear and love here, or fear and freedom. And within those two main emotions, we have all the ones that we just talked about, right? And the ones that you have written on that piece of paper. Now, all of these emotions resonate in a vibrational, like a frequency. So these are high vibrational words that are above the line. And these are low vibrational words below the line. These words below the line will never, ever make you feel good, okay? And the amazing thing is that even the words above the line will sometimes not make you feel good because you may not be used to feeling them at first. But once you have integrated these words within your body, all of a sudden you begin to feel more bliss, right? More ecstasy, and you allow more love in, you allow your expansion, okay? So right now, within your body, we've got the both ends of the spectrum, right? Which is really two sides of the same coin, right? But you take all those energies and you put them in your body. So now you've got all these energies. And we are not taught how to work with these energies. So what happens is we take all this uncomfortable energy, especially if maybe your beloved, the one that you love, says something, that triggers you or pushes your buttons. How many of you have had, your button pushed before, right? So it's like this little poke, and it gets you going, and all of a sudden you're feeling stressed or anxious, or that person has said or done something wrong. And what happens, instead of learning how to breathe and move through the emotions, we take them and we just project them out of our mouth. Have you ever had that moment where after the argument, you say to yourself, oh my gosh, who was that person? Why did I say those things? Why did I act that way? Especially to the one I love. And again, we are not taught how to work with our emotions. And I want you to know that you have the power inside of you to achieve emotional mastery. You have the power inside of you to achieve mental mastery, okay? So below the line, we can also refer to these as the negative beliefs. Above the line are all positive beliefs. So the beliefs you have within yourself, about yourself, that positive self-talk, negative self-talk, right? So all the negative self-talk are those, the inner voices inside of you that say, I'm not good enough, or I'm not smart enough, or I don't know enough, right? Those inner voices are what you need to stop listening to. You need to stop listening to those voices so that the voice of your own soul, the voice of your own divine nature can be heard. Because that voice, and I call that voice your brilliant self. Your brilliant self is that light inside of you that knows who you truly are, knows what's good for you, and knows the best path for you. And sometimes, when we're below the line, we forget, right? So below the line is when we forget who we truly are. And all it means is that you are out of alignment with the truth of who you are. So when you get that you're in alignment, when you're happy and you're feeling joyful, that means you're in alignment with the truth. You're in alignment with the highest thoughts possible, the higher intelligence, right? So when you're below the line, this is about you no longer punishing yourself for being below the line. It just means you forgot, right, who you truly are. And really, don't you see how powerful in knowing this chart is? Because now you know you've got something to work with, okay? And in my programs, I have powerful tools that I give you, powerful practices that show you how you can actually live above the line. Absolutely. You are meant to experience everything below the line, because I'm not talking about you ignoring your fears or ignoring, your anxiety or stress or whatever you're feeling. It's so important for you to really allow yourself to feel and get the gifts of why you are below the line, okay? So you are meant to live here. You're not meant to live below the line. You're meant to experience what it means to be below the line. and then spiral up as soon as possible. When you are below the line too long, okay, if you're below the line for too long of a time frame, then you're going to experience depression, which is really down here, okay? Shame is a very low frequency, and when you're below the line, it usually means that there is a resistance within you, a resistance to growth, resistance to love, resistance to prosperity, resistance within you. I know, isn't it amazing? You can really yearn for love. For example, you can yearn for love, to be loved, to share your love. Yet there can be an incredible fear behind that love that says love causes pain or love hurts. And it's those negative beliefs within you that really need to be transformed. So when you're above the line, you have an incredible, powerful mindset. When you're below the line, you're out of alignment, and that thinking, the thinking below the line is really incorrect. It doesn't mean you're wrong. It doesn't mean you're bad. You are not broken. You do not need to be fixed when you're below the line at all, okay? This is about you doing whatever you can to move into alignment. I am so excited and so passionate about sharing with you on how to rise up and really live the life that you're meant to live, from a place of trust, from a place of having harmony in your relationships. It is all possible for you, okay? Stay tuned, because I've got more videos coming up, and I'm so excited to be sharing this knowledge with you. Now, knowledge is potential. Okay, it's what you do with the knowledge that is important. So this is about you taking inspired action, okay? I'm looking forward to seeing you very soon.